Hello and welcome back to the channel. So here and today is Thursday, November 17, and we have Gearheart's factory on our archipelago. I went ahead and took her down already. I used a combination of Grenadiers, Riflemen, and Medics for my first and second attack. Actually, for the first attack, and then for the second attack, Grenadiers, Zookas, and Riflemen for my second, and then finally an all-Zooka attack. I was not boosted. I have max level troops, so Rifleman level 22, Zookas level 21, Grenadiers level 12 with max level medics at level 13. All right. Again, no boost. You're gonna see the boost level here in a second when I click on the attack, which is this right there, plus 54, plus 48, and plus 76. Let's go for it. All right. So I had loaded. From the previous night, Grenadiers, Riflemen, and Medics. I was not gonna change, so I decided to go for an approach that would help me. So in my initial attack, my goal was to just destroy those two lasers with the troops that I had, trying to minimize the losses of my Grenadiers because I was planning to use them off in the second attack. Any GBE that I had left after destroying those two was meant to go for those shock launchers right there. So let's take a look. You see me throwing that little box of critters right there to distract the Doom Cannon and the laser for the initial attack. That way I save on the chalk for the landing, which I did. They're still aiming at them. So now I shock them. I let my troops then go forward. On hindsight, dropping the medics at this moment did not make any sense. There was really nothing that could damage my riflemen. In less than one shot, essentially destroying them in less than one shot. So dropping my medics was foolish, but I just tap and went for it. I'm letting that Doom Cannon fire. He's taking 2 or 3 riflemen at a time. Not a big deal. But now I'm dropping that critter pack just to distract it so that my medics survive, my riflemen survive a little bit longer. Do you see now the medics are trying to follow? They're trying to follow the damage, how you say it, the damaged troops, and they move forward into the splash zone, and they got destroyed by the Grenadiers. Unfortunate, but again, I knew it was going to happen because I did not have the right loadout. There you see me. I threw 3 barrages, I believe, and then I retreated. I achieved my goal. My goal was complete. Then I went ahead and I loaded up the same layout, with the exception of dropping the medics and adding I dropped the medics, and instead of added one Zooka boat and added a Rifleman boat. So now I have 78 instead of 62, and a Zooka boat, and all the Grenadiers we survived the previous battle. Now here again, now my goal is to land in front of here and destroy that Doom Cannon flamethrower, destroy the shield generators, destroy that flamethrower and cannon there, and hopefully, I knew I was going to do it, destroy all those mines in the process. But before, I'm going to GBE the remainder of those shock launchers. So 2 barrages and 6 artillery shots took care of it. On hindsight, I should have thrown the artillery shots first, and then the barrage, because then I could tailor who had the most cell and tailor the position of the barrage. But nonetheless, what's done is done. I'm going to do the same thing that I did before, a critter pack, I think, to distract the cannon. Yes, so the Doom Cannons are going to fire first. That's going to give me 3.5 seconds till they fire again. Now I shock them, and then I go to town. I just let my troops do what they do. Again, my purpose is to clear this entire beachfront of buildings and mines, because I want to end up with an all-Zooka attack on the core. Once I destroy the shield generator, it should be really possible to do without any boost in less than 10 seconds. So here I'm doing a tactical retreat. The rocket launcher was having range, so didn't want that to affect my troops. Now, one good thing about the grapplers at the beginning is that they were pulling the troops in, and therefore they're distracting the rocket launcher for me. Therefore, they're avoiding the big group. However, at that point, they were still gonna be in range, so I decided to do another reflare. I know the shields are not down. I was confident I was going to get them once my troops spread out on this area, which they're doing right now. I still have shock, so I'm keeping that flamethrower shocked. I'm not caring so much about the cannons because the cannons are not going to do that much damage. But it's the flamethrower which I'm worried. Now I have a pack of 13 Zookas or 12 Zookas there firing. Actually, 10 Zookas firing in the front. Now my Zookas started dying, but now the shield generator, which is my priority, needs to be gone. So I reflare again to make sure I have a good angle. On hindsight, I should have just stayed there. The Zookas were firing at the shield generator, and I only saw that on the replay. You see, the Zookas, once they are inside this little broken area, they sort of blend in, and it's kind of hard to see. So now here is the last part of the attack. You know, I'm out of GBE. I'm out I'm out of GBE. So it's just a matter of waiting for my troops to die and trying to do as much damage. I could have retreated, but I was gonna reload again, so there was really no need for me to retreat. I was kind of hoping that I was gonna be able to take down that last grappler. Not that it would have made a huge impact or difference on my attack, because it wouldn't. But it would have been nice, but I couldn't. I wasn't able to take it down. And so goes down attack number 2. Things are looking pretty good. Now I went ahead and I loaded all-Zookas, and I went for the kill. You have to be careful, and why do I mean you have to be careful? Because this laser has barely the range to hit has barely the range. So if I park right here, right in front of that flamethrower where that crate is broken, and that grappler grabbed my troops, the lasers could, in theory, shoot, and then the oversplash may hit my troops. So you have to be careful. I'm going to do a standard Zooka landing or staggered Zooka landing here, approaching to the left side of the map. You're going to see my initial smoke was way off. So if there was a laser on range, I would have essentially perished. Because there were two things. I was too quick. I was too quick in the flare. I should have done an intermediary flare, number 1, and then number 2. My line of approach was off. So in any case, here I time my smoke. I land there good, but I know I'm too far back, so I flare them again, and then make them all focus on the front. I'm gonna slow this part down. So I'm gonna use all my shocks because I know I can take it in 10 seconds. I just don't want any chance of those lasers firing. So you're gonna see me throw a critter pack on the top. That's gonna distract the lasers. I shock the flamethrower, shock the rocket launcher, and go to town. Oh, and I also shocked the laser, so that was for good measure. You see, that's the second shot, third shot, fourth shot, and the flamethrowers are about to come out of stasis, and I take it down. 8 seconds. I was a little bit too early on the shocks, but early base takes the worm. And I managed to take down Gearheart Factory using 3 attacks. First 2 Grenadiers with Riflemen. The first one Grenadiers with Riflemen and Medics, what I had loaded. Then Riflemen, Grenadiers, and Zookas. And then finally an all-Zooka attack, guys. So I hope this is helpful. I hope you're able to replicate this. If you're not comfortable with this approach, Beardaholic has his video out. CMOD has his video out. The Chicken also has his video out, so feel free to go check them out. They have very good strategies and approaches how to take them out, so please do. However, if you like my video, please make sure you smack that like button. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button that just appeared on the left side of the screen, and there's a couple of videos that you may be interested on the right side of the screen, guys. Thank you very much, and solid checking out.